What's up? Welcome back. And we're going to start with a couple of little Uber deliveries because I got sent to some interesting places this morning. And then, of course, this video is about the trolley handle replacement on the 16X. So let's start. I find it awesome how a place this old and rusted can still be running, still producing, still making money, baby. Wonder how long they'll let that rust go for. I guess that's one way to renovate your place. You don't like the color, instead of painting it, just wait till it all rusts. So this is where we're meant to pick up some burgers from, huh? Not looking too good. Not looking promising here. Look at this place. We can light it up with a Sherman. That's on, that's off. On and off. Gotta watch out for this glass, huh? There's glass everywhere. Crazy. What do they do to this place? Can I get a large Big Mac with fries? Oh, sorry, this is Hungry Jack's. That's not McDonald's. This is Burger King, guys. Someone wasn't too happy, obviously, and that's what they did to the place. The word has it, guys, someone came to order a double Whopper with cheese, and they found a bullshit hair inside. And if you don't know what a bullshit is, that's a breed of dog. It's a bulldog mixed with a shih tzu. Bombed the place. Look like they bombed it. Dropped a cluster bomb on this thing. Does that look a bit weird, or what do you reckon? I busted it. I was delivering a bag of food and I lost balance of the food. I just caught the bag and then I lost balance of the 16X, and this thing powered itself into this hotel window where I was delivering the food, and this dude was watching me on the other side, and this thing hit it so hard I'm surprised it didn't smash the window. And I was like, dude, I hope that dude is not the dude waiting for his food. And luckily it wasn't. The dude came out like 2 minutes later and I gave him his bag of food. And then I realized my handle's broken. I mean, it wasn't broken, look. It still worked. But it's all flimsy. It's all sticky. Whoa. Look, I just dropped that. It's gone all sticky. Like, it's really annoying to use now. So I thought get rid of it and buy a new one. So that's our new setup, our new kit. Trolley assembly. Look at that nice shiny new top for my 16X. Because the old one was all scratched. So it's a nice little upgrade still. It'll look a bit more new. And you guys know I recently replaced my side panels for the 16X. Well, not that recently, but... So what you got here is the top part. You got the sides. And these things, whatever you call that. And a bunch of parts in here. And I'll show you how to put it together. And one thing to realize about this trolley, on the 16X, it's got sensors. See these, see that switch there? That detects when you lift the handle. So like when you try to lift the machine up, it'll detect that you're lifting it and it will disengage the motor so it doesn't free spin. And it looks like I busted one of these on the other side. I mean, I definitely did, look. See? It's missing the little lever. So it looks like this isn't going to work. I'm going to have to buy a new switch. I mean, I can just disengage that feature. So I'll put it together. And I won't have that feature where it auto disengages. So let's do it. Let's put it together. It'll still be the same process. I just won't be able to install that sensor properly. So first thing to do is to just slide these things through. And you've got your hole there, see? Just slide it through there. All the way to the bottom. So just push it. Bit fiddly. Just fiddle around and should go in. There. See that? And then we'll get these parts out. So then you got, take one of these and just go like that. And see, look, notice it's got a thread in the middle. It's got like a threaded hole. That's because you're going to put a screw in next. Just like that, see? And then we're going to put a screw in the bottom. But before I do that, I just want to show you how this sensor works. See, there should be a lever on that sensor because it's broken. And when you put the sensor in, then when that goes up, that metal thing actuates the lever. But because the lever is broken off, it won't work properly. The other side will, because that one is still good. But I'll show you the next step. Then all you do is get one of these springs and one of the long screws. And then just feed the screw through the spring. And then just screw it in there. And it goes into that thread I showed you just before. And that's it, really. Now the other side, do the same thing. So just take the other one now and do the exact same thing. And then, same as before, take that part take a spring and the other long screw. Pull this out to feed that through. Just like that. And then now you can see it. See that sensor? Oh, look, lucky I did that. Lucky I checked that. See, we had the lever under the metal thing here. See the sensor thing here? That should be over the metal. So let's get that right. Actually, I think I should push this in first. So push the metal thing through first. And then the sensor. See that? See where that lever touches that piece of metal? Because when you lift this trolley handle, it's going to lift that metal. See? It's going to flick that switch. Hopefully you can see that. And then the next thing, just grab the screw and screw it through. You'll see why the spring is there in a sec. I'll show you after I put this in. See, because it springs back, so that way the switch is not actuated when you don't have pressure on the handle, because the spring pulls it back. And then when there's pressure, because you're trying to lift the machine, it'll push that up and switch this switch. So next thing to do is to put these on. One of those and 2 screws. And they're just going like this. And this just holds them in place, see? See, it's just like that. And do these up fairly tight, but not too tight. Like medium tight, I would say. Because they're just going up against plastic. And then another one down here. See the same thing down here? There's 2 screw holes. See? Simple. Oh, actually, look, I'll take this part off. Yeah, so it's down there. And same on the other side. Alright, so you got top and bottom. That's it. There's 2 of those. And then next, I think, yeah, these going next, I would say. Kind of winging this one because I haven't done. Last time I did this was like a year ago. And yeah, wait, the top bit should have, yeah, so assume these feed through there like that. See, it wouldn't be that way. So that means that this goes in like that. But which way? Does it matter? Oh, you can kind of tell, like, if it goes that way. Yeah, it goes this way. Because you can see the shape there, see? The shape of that top has to fit there. So it goes that way. And then next, let's put this on, I guess. And what are these 2 screws for, though? I'm wondering. Oh, here. There's a screw hole there. And one on the other side. Just there. See? Just there. So how, I wonder how... So let's Just put it on, I guess. Fit it through those holes. Go this way. No. Alright, now what? Oh, yes, it goes up. Yeah, and now we can access those screw holes. So, we'll lift it up. Now you can put the screws in. So those two screws. See, one of them goes right there. Right in there. And the other one is on the other side. So grab the screws and put them in. And that's it. It's done. You see how smooth it goes up and down. Oh, smooth as. Like butter. Beautiful. And it locks in place at the bottom. Yep. A bit of a workout here. Beautiful. So it's done. Just got to put it together now. That's easy. Connect to the King song. So in the wheel settings, I'm going to look for the, here, lift sensor. See, I had it off. Let's turn it back on and let's just see if it's working or not. So I'll lift. Oh, it does. Look, it works. Awesome. So I only needed one sensor. See that? Because after that hotel incident where I broke my handle, not only was it all sticky after that, but the lift sensor stopped working. So basically what happened is it was always disengaged. So I thought I was always trying to lift it and it would never balance the wheel. So I had to turn off that feature. And now it's fixed, even with the broken sensor on one side. So it looks like it only needs one sensor. They've just got two just to make it more like fail-safe. So it can always detect the weight. Like let's say you're lifting from one end of the handle. Maybe the other sensor won't detect the lift. So it's got one on each shaft. That way, no matter where you lift from, it'll detect it. But it looks like it detects it anyway. Look, see if I lift from this end, it's fine. If I lift from that end, it's also fine. So there you go. Job done. Now let's just put this thing back together. Whoa, look at the dust. And just make sure when you put these covers on, make sure none of these wires are going to be pinched. See, like if it was sticking over the edge there, just want to tuck it under there. And make sure no wires are over the screw holes. See where the screws are going to go? Just want to check that they're all... And that's it, just put the screws in now. Then put the pedals on and it's done. Now the pedals. And you want to do these up real tight. Not crazy, like you don't want to go crazy with it, but pretty tight. Oh, the pedal when we're done. Thing is good to go. Put that washer through. Put this washer through here. That's a tricky one. Yes. Get that in. Last worm screw. And we're done. And that's it. Thing is ready. Ready to hit them streets. Got a new trolley handle and everything. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm gonna make sure not to mess this one up. Oh, look at that. Goes up like a dream. Beautiful. Even before I crashed my other one into that hotel window, it was all sticky. So I'm kind of glad this happened. Now I've got this smooth handle. It was so sticky that it would keep engaging the sensor. You know this, that one? So when you lift it, it disengages the motor, and that would keep happening. So as I'm lifting the handle, it would go beep beep, and then let's say like this. Say you're lifting it, and then it cuts out on you. You know what I mean? So you're like trying to trolley, and it's like. So yeah, I'm glad this happened. Cost me like $80 Australian, so like 60 US for the trolley assembly. And it looks nice and new too. Too bad that my sides are scratched up already, because these sides are pretty new, but they don't look it, do they? I wish I had them new again. So new handle, new sides, put a new top part here, and the whole thing will look brand new. So these pedals are rusting. Look at this. That's no good, is it, guys? Look at all that rust. I don't know. But anyway, let's end the episode here. It seems to be working good. Look, you got the halfway, all the way. Perfect. Reward for the job well done. And yeah, I'm happy with this one. You know what? I'm not sure if it's good to lift it while it's in this kind of position. You know, like, I could lift it right now and it works, but I don't know if that like puts stress on the mechanism. And that's maybe why it was going tight in the past. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to lift it in this position. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can lift it from here, but it doesn't seem like it's good for it. Especially if you get any kind of twisting. Because you've got a long length here. It's like a lever arm. Goes back to what I was talking about in the past. So you can apply a lot of torque on this point. Let's say if I were to push here, like I could crank it over like a spanner. So yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I see a lot of people doing that on their 16X though. And this is a nice handle. It's a good handle. People say this is the best handle out of any you see. I don't agree. I reckon the Sherman is better. It's centered. On the Sherman, it's from the middle, and it's shorter, so you can put your helmet over it. It's very handy. You can't put your helmet over this, it's too long, see? If you try it, like, kind of fits on, but it doesn't slide right over. With a Sherman, it goes, like, over, and it's, like, it becomes part of the EUC. It's like the... I'll show you what I mean. See, with a full face helmet, let's say, you know, you come to a stop, you want to get out, put that up, and then bang, look at that. How handy is that? That's super useful, because now my hands are free, right? Look, I got this hand free, and I can just roll. Walk through the shop, do your thing. With a 16X though, try the same thing, and you can't. Look, so you get to your shop, get to where you're going, you take your helmet off, and then what do? You can't put it there, it doesn't fit. So what can you do? You gotta hold it. Or you could like, go like this, and then go like that. But it's not a comfortable way to roll. So yeah. And also these magnets are too strong. They like... Oh no, it's not bad. I think that side. I don't know if it's the magnet. Sometimes this gets sticky and it's like hard to get it down. Whereas the Sherman is always easy. But yeah, that's the handle. So let's end the episode here, guys.